funny enough, when I bought Simon's book, I was showing it to one of the police officers I work with because I got it that morning on the way in. And it turned out he was stationed here with the Rennie after over to the army.
Well, yeah.
Avoidance is...
It was a good camp in here, though, because it was a good friend. We had a camp concert party.
Yeah. Well, my uncle was a drummer and played in the dance band.
What? Drive-by?
It was, I know, I've got photos of him playing the drums. I'm not sure if it was while he was still here, because he was a flight engineer in B-Flight. In with Dunn. He flew with his pilot officer Dunn was his skipper.
Yeah.
And he played the drums and he played the dance band. Whether he played on the camp here, I mean, I've got, say, photos of him with an RAF dance band, but he went to India after the war was over here. He went off to India.
I finished up in the Far East.
And he, when he got it, he tried to enlist as a musician, and they said, no, we got better musicians than yourself.
Yeah.
And there was a few years back, I'll say a few years back now, quite a few, there was an ITV series called Rides, about a female officer retiring from the RCT in Germany and going to start her own taxi firm. And they wanted an umpire band. And at that time, my uncle played in an umpire band in the East End. And so he got the part in the TV series to play Dining Her Out in the Mess. It was filmed in Barnet in the TA Centre.
When we were here, we used to go around the village halls with this concert party.
Yeah.
I was the stage director.
So she had to find a way.
Well, so, I mean, he could have done it while he was here. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to check with my father. Yep.
But she managed to get records sent over from
Because I managed to get him to come back here for the 50th anniversary, and he hadn't been here since '45 until 2003. When he come on the airfield, he said, it's not changed. He said,
no, basically, we'll be changing now when they finish development.
It's a problem with all these places you lose.
Whatever they're going to do, I don't know. If you happen to be a native of Waterbeach village, I shouldn't think you're very happy.
No.
With the grounds.
Nice little village.
Okay.
Not that little, it's quite big.
Yeah. We had a few lucky flights. He was, when the last plane that was lost from the squadron, his plane was right behind it, and when it blew up, his plane got hit with all the shrapnel from it, blew off the bomb aimer's bubble, and he just managed to put his hand down and grab the bomb aimer by his ankle and pull him back into the plane. Otherwise, he would have been lost without a parachute. And
William McDonald, he was a tail gunner. I think he did 30 trips. I said to him, that's 30 times you were lucky, Willie.
yeah. And that's what I said. It's a case of, as I say, anybody who says they weren't scared is a liar.
Oh, well. Bloody right, yeah. Well, preservation of life is no cheap demolition.
Also, they were doing Manor.
Yeah, the Manor one.
They were flying on there, and of course
that only didn't last long.
No, but they were flying so low that all the Dutch were waving at him, and him and his pilot were waving. They looked back, and they were flying straight at this church steeple. They just managed to pull up in time. But after that, we made an agreement that one of us would always look forward. And in the new book that Simon's done, there's a couple of photos that he had there. One of he took the clip from the back page of the Telegraph when they capsized the Admiral Shear, and Simon's included that in there. And then he's got a photo of his flight on Exodus with all the pre-OWs that they were bringing back just before takeoff.
Yeah, I was involved in them.
Yeah.
Belgian refugees as well.
Yep.
when I flew over Cologne, it was only the cathedral, the rest of it was a mistake.
Well, he said that he used to practice bombing Ely Cathedral.
Oh, they did, yeah, they used to. Circuits and bumps they used to do regularly.
Well, so when he first got attached to the squadron, his flight commander had just been posted out, and just before he went, he'd had a blowout in one of his tyres, and he'd left it with the MT section to repair. And the uncle's first navigation exercise was to fly this tyre or wheel in the bomb bay from here to the new airfield where the flight commander was. Land, deliver it, and fly back, and that was put down as a navigation exercise. So they went out on the drink one night, and one of the gunners decided to borrow a push bike and ride back to the airfield, and rode it into a ditch and ended up cut all over the place. He said the next morning on the way to breakfast they were stopped by the base commander and said, "Oh, did you have a bad mission last night?" A bad mission on the back of a push bike. They weren't going to admit to that.
It's a big area, this, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it depends what they're going to do.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of opposition, I think. So.
That's a case of
money talks.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been nice, seeing as there's so few of the old World War II airfields left, to, as it's in such a reasonable condition, to have turned it into a living museum.
Yes, well, of course, there was so many of the airfields were commandeered farmland.
Yeah.
We had 2 satellites, people of Wychford, and they all gone back to farmland, of course. There's so many like that, and these base camps, even some of them have been gone, and this one won't be much longer.
No. I mean, they said they were going on one mission and the airspeed indicator wasn't working. They said, the pilot says, you know, do you want to scrub the mission or and risk being LMF or go? He said, going out is going to be no problem, we just follow the stream. Coming back it's hell for leather. He said, our only problem is going to be landing. So they decided, yeah, we're going to go. And they got diverted to Woodbridge and took 3 attempts to come in and land there before they got down successfully. But that was the problem. If you scrub for anything.
Of course, lighting, airfield lighting was quite minimal.
Yep.
I mean, line of goosenecks was the usual, with an angular glide on the end of the runway, and you're talking about young men with having to learn on the job.
Yeah.
And I mean, most airline pilots now, they go through years of training, and quite rightly so.
Yeah.
But there wasn't time for that sort of luxury.
Well, no. I mean, if you took today, if you took the pilots of then and said, right, you're going to fly commercial airlines, they wouldn't have it, would they?
No.
No. You need a lot more experience than that.
Oh yeah.
But these guys were going up there, 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
Well, you often heard of a story of a skipper over Berlin celebrating his 21st birthday. Yeah. And then when you consider that Gibson, who led the famous dam, was described as a veteran of 24.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'll say, I mean, my father was stationed out in Mönchengladbach, and it was the Mönchengladbach Viersen Viaduct that was his last bombing mission.
Yeah, just want to get off the ground.
When he was in the Mosquitoes, when he was shot down.
Lovely in the air.
Oh yeah.
But apparently it was a bit of a road on the ground. I was never on the squadron. It was all right in here, but
Yeah.
could be a bit of a,
You just sat
bit
there.
of a plane on the ground.
Until anyone close to the head comes you just sat there with your thoughts in the cold. I was thinking of K-22, you see especially when you do the bombing there.
Assume he's fine, that chap.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah.
The first time I came to a reunion, they still go in the control tower. Next time it was condemned.
Oh, there's a memorial garden.
Yeah. Anybody wants a memorial garden? It's just up there.
Or where the geese are.
Yeah, if you just walk up, it's just round to the left. Great see, just up there.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll be here 5-10 minutes, so if you want to walk up, you can do.
Yeah, the memorial garden's up to the left.